Tonight's episode of Ride Rehab Watches is brought to you by Tubbs the Goat. Please go scratch his back at Rafiki's Planet Watch. He's old and might die soon.
Jumbo! Tonight on Ride Rehab Watches, we're watching three bizarre shows. The Goosebumps Fright Show from Hollywood Studios, Here Come The Muppets from Hollywood Studios, and Journey into Jungle Book from Animal Kingdom.
And two of those three things were very formative to Tyler Mann's sexuality. Can you guess which ones?
I'll never tell. Come into our televoid and watch as we all get annoyed with videos from the past and references that sure don't last. Watch most things we all avoid, see classic stuff that's been destroyed. What's the worst that can go wrong? All we do is watch along. Ernest Regis Furries, Cinderella, Joe Rody, Cartoon Figment, Buzzy, Sad Geppetto, Colin Mockery, Danny Kaye, Haunting Mickey, Shields and Yarnella's babies, Castle Cake, Winnie the Pooh, Tweedle's ass, Charlotte's Juice, yeah! Welcome to Ride Rehab Watches, where we are now hashtag sponsored by a goat. Those things that awoke in me were, of course, that I want Kermit to bore me. I'm Tyler Mann.
I'm a shocker on Shock Street, Tom Kiernan.
I'm a series of unfortunate events, Matthew Soberman.
And Ben is muted.
And
I did it! I muted myself! Yeah! And I'm afraid of the mute button. Ben Harris. I'm afraid of the dark.
I'm afraid of a lot of things now.
I'm afraid of what happened over there. You said you'd never tell! You told us! You promised in the intro!
Yes, because
He promised not to tell us, and it wasn't for his benefit, it was for ours.
Mine!
I mean, you don't know I'm telling the truth.
Do that? I mean, oh boy,
Who doesn't love a man
we
who's
are
green?
off to a great ticket. We are off to a great start.
Oh, it only gets better from here.
Do we want to start the episode again?
No. I mean, yeah. I think everyone should hear the new theme song again, because I came up with that about 5 hours ago and was so proud of it. Oh, anyways, yeah, once I thought about, like, I was humming it, and then I'm like, what's the worst that could go wrong? All we do is watch along. That's it. That's the whole hook for the song. And then I wrote out, I looked at every episode, and I wrote out every single major character that we've invented throughout, and then I figured out which ones rhyme with each other, and then I made that little segment in the middle. I'm very happy with it. I hope everyone liked it.
We didn't start the fire!
This is Ride Rehab Watches, where we watch old, retro, weird, or bizarre Disney parks or theme park related content.
Theme park related content. We stretched it a bit. We did watch the Alice in Wonderland TV show that has nothing to do with a theme park, but it was Disney related. So we, it's a vague liminal space.
Yeah, it was shot at MGM Studios.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, I mean, there's a connection.
And we brought it back.
By that logic, we need to watch
gay?
Thunder in Paradise at some point.
What is that? Should we watch Golden Girls then as well?
Ooh,
just
yes!
The exterior
Always!
That would
actually I think that would be very enjoyable to just watch.
We have to watch Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh, no.
There you go.
Oh, you know who...
Our favorite character.
You know who plays Santa in that? The voice of Jasmine's dad, the Sultan in Aladdin. So you just have the short man who's like, my name is Santa Claus, and he has that weird voice that he has, and because that's just his voice. What a weird.
So join us next time when we'll be watching the entirety of the HBO miniseries From the Earth to the Moon.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
We're gonna watch both 3.5-hour versions of Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Good lord.
And then the 3D one. And then its sequel, because that takes place at Tokyo
Disney. That had a sequel. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser didn't want to come back, so they got The Rock.
Who would?
He's out. Mr. Adventure Film himself.
You scared Ben away.
We scared Ben away by talking about.
We scared Ben away, and we haven't even started the show.
There you
go. Yep. Anyways,
can I just say I would be 100% down if this just turned into a Golden Girls watch along. Like,
okay, I'm back now.
Apparently, the chat is new.
Yeah, the whole chat is just showing gifts.
What would our version of the Golden Girls? I guess Ride Rehab already is a little.
Do you mean which one of us are each Golden Girl?
No. I don't know the Golden Girls well enough, but like, what
who's
would be
the
title?
dumb one? Betty White? I'd be Betty White.
Okay, that's just the one you know, isn't it?
Yes.
There.
Blanche.
I don't know. I think you'd be a bit more of a Blanche.
You'd be Ahmed. What's her name? Ahmeda?
You've embarrassed yourself.
Sophia?
You've embarrassed yourself, and we need to get the show rolling. All right, boys.
B. Arthur played the bartender in the Star Wars Holiday Special, and her name was Ahmeda.
You know they're going to take our gay license away because you don't know who B. Arthur is, right?
You know what? I watched her in Amanda's by the Sea, which I like more, and no one knows, but that's the American version of Faulty Towers.
Oh, that's right.
Arthur,
yes,
and it's incredible.
It works surprisingly well. We're going to get a call from HR tomorrow. You're going to be like...
Let's get to the Goosebumps before we get canceled.
That's fair.
There we go. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so the first thing we're actually going to watch is going to be Journey into the Jungle Book, which I accidentally read as Journey into Jungle Book.
Journey into your Jungle Book.
Journey into
your Jungle Book with Figment.
It was a one of those condensed stage adaptations of Jungle Book that was at, I believe, the Theater in the Wild, which was at Animal Kingdom before it wasn't a completely enclosed theater, so before Tarzan Rocks as well. This is what used to be there. It's got a lot of puppetry. It's got a buff, muscular guy jumping around on trampolines. What more could you ask for?
I don't have anything else to ask for.
Fair enough, enclosed seating in Florida with air conditioning. Did anyone ever watch this, or was this way before our time?
No, I don't remember seeing it. I can't remember the first time I went to Animal Kingdom.
It's going to be in black and white. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
No, it's not going to be in black and white. So yeah, let's just, I guess...
Let's roll. We got movie sign, baby!
Yes!
It's not a zoo!
Look at that Photoshop.
Oh, it is Journey into Jungle Book! Wait, I was correct!
Yeah, no, you got it.
Is it not the Jungle Book?
You forgot the most important part. Disney's Journey into Jungle Book.
Is the movie not called The Jungle Book?
It's called The Jungle Book.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm going to assume that they would have had to pay the estate of whoever the guy who wrote this was a little bit of extra money to call it The Jungle Book.
Whoa, a squim!
Whoa!
Oh!
Hey.
Are you blind when you're born?
Can I already say this has a better set than Tarzan Rocks?
Yeah,
yes. I love a puppeteer tale.
Can we check furries off already?
Yes.
Yep. It's gone.
It is very Andrew Lloyd Webber cats.
It looks like it.
That tail is such a cool idea, though. Oh my gosh.
Yes. I was going to say the waterfall is this. It looks like the same effect they use on Expedition Everest.
What?
It's like a
Flight of Passage.
Flight of Passage? That's the one.
Yeah.
Oh baby!
Are we just not going to talk about the fact that there are two Bagheeras?
Oh yeah. One of
them.
One's the narrator.
Him reminiscing, telling us the four. Yeah.
Are they telling me that this predates the beloved Broadway classic Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the musical? Where literally old Max is narrating the whole time?
What? Wow.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, I 100%
yes, it is.
believe that. The Dr. Seuss musicals are quite surprisingly varied. Seussical is obviously the most famous one.
Apparently they tested a Broadway-style stage version of The Jungle Book. I don't think it left Chicago tryouts, though. This was like years ago, though.
Nope.
A little Mowgli puppet.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if the whole show was
I love that.
That's a really cheap, really good effect.
Ah!
The audience are loving it.
Oh boy,
they
a
used
painting.
drug.
I think it might actually be a giant screen or a projection. Because that might change. But I could be wrong.
That does kind of look scrimmage.
Or it could just be on a big roller. That could be it.
Oh, wait, what? Oh,
Sure, the diamond in the rough, man.
Shere Khan! Shere
He's
Khan, what did you
foreshadowing
do to
it.
Grandmother Willow?
I'm your grandmother now. I can't wait till we get a close-up of this Mowgli. Oh, here we go.
Is he lip-syncing a woman's voice?
A little
A
bit.
kid type.
Oh wow.
Sick.
I was gonna say the weird cognitive dissonance of like this clearly not a child, but the child voice.
Yeah, it's weird.
The wig is terrible though.
The Mowgli wig is nipple. The Mowgli wig is always terrible.
I want him to like have a full beard.
Oh, the worst part of the movie.
Everyone march backwards!
Did they reuse these for the Tarzan show? I feel like I've seen these before. Maybe a parade or something.
This is Disney. Nothing ever really dies except Spectrum Magic.
Oh, I thought that was their faces. That was their butt.
Oh,
These look terrible.
Yeah, they really do.
I'm sure from the front, I get the illusion they're going for. I don't think it's very effective, but
Remember that time they introduced the elephants and then they literally never return at any point in the story to do anything?
Well, I mean, okay, to be fair, that's like all classic British literature for young people.
Children should be seen and not heard.
Oh my gosh. What? What does that mean?
Oh, this is all Mowgli does is he shows up and he tries to be like them.
Oh,
and
Jim Cummings, thanks for being here.
Yes. I mean, listen, even when you're not expecting Jim Cummings to show up, he voices like a snake in the movie or something like that. Because at some point in his career, he just did a bunch of animal noises and people use them all the time.
I'm putting in for a transfer to another herd.
Why is he Australian if they're in India?
And why are they like a military troop?
That was just in the...
I think that's because elephants walk in a line and it feels kind of like they're marching kind of deal.
Oh, I guess, you know what, that's fair.
Was his name Colonel Haffey in the book?
I have no idea.
And maybe that's why they made him like a military colonel?
Maybe it was like that in the book, because it is a British series, and the British did colonize Southeast Asia, so... Not to bring the mood down with historical dourness.
This guy is...
This episode brought to you by colonialism.
Yeah.
It's a mankind. Oh, this is treason, sabotage. I shall have no mankind.
Treason? The guy just walked in.
It's not your jungle. Hold it. I can explain.
Oh, sure.
Is
that the colonialism story just goes right into this isn't your jungle.
Yeah.
Oh,
we need to find out if this was before or after Jungle Book 2 came out, because that could be Haley Joel Osment's voice.
I would think this came out before. Jungle Book 2 was 2002, and I think this opened the park in 98.
That makes sense. Imagine watching this show and then being like, Is there a plot to this? What is happening right now? None of it.
That elephant needs to put down the ducky if he wants to play the saxophone.
We haven't gotten to the Muppet stuff yet.
Can I just say that Bagheera looks like thinner and twinkier than Mowgli?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. John Goodman's here.
Oh no!
I'm sure that's John
because he
Goodman
voiced him in the second movie.
There he is.
You can double cross off furries now.
Apparently, it's John Mulaney.
Double cross.
It does sound like him, doesn't it?
I've seen everything in these woods.
Leave me alone!
Oh, hell nah. That's pretty big talk, little britches.
I'm big enough.
John Mulaney's blue is a thing I didn't know I wanted until now.
What? John Mulaney?
Wait,
Now here's the thing. You reach for a banana, and sometimes you get more than one.
Now you gotta be careful when you've been picking a prickly pear.
The bare necessities of life will come to you.
the trees, when he did his roar, bent the direction of his roar.
Oh.
That was a nice touch.
Cute.
We sang bare necessities 43 times. And then, my friend, Tiger named Bagheera.
And so I stood there in front of King Louie like a liar,
You know,
acting like an ape.
I'm a lot tougher than some people think.
I want to see some sweet trampoline tricks.
Mowgli, and he's going back to the man village right now. And village what?
Going back to this
I don't
regional
like-
production of Cats.
He was about to grab that butt, and he just barely held back. He wanted some.
I don't like it when my dads fight.
Oh yeah.
Is he a bear? That's a dumb question.
That's literally the dumbest question you could have asked. Is he a bear?
I'm thinking about the way he looks in the movie.
I mean-
because he's like blue.
That's just an artistic choice.
Yes. It's weird.
I wonder what kind of bear he would be, though.
A blue bear in the big blue house.
Oh my gosh, are those two bears related?
Well, no, he's not blue. His house is. Not all
But maybe
bears are
it shows
related.
where he comes from. Hey, that was cool. It looked like the plants actually tore up.
Wait,
That was kind of
your
neat.
name is Monster, and T's name is Monster. You're both monsters.
Is he gonna?
What, do you think we're all related?
They'll come to me.
I don't like that.
You know, this would be a great song to do those trampoline tricks.
It sure would.
Yeah.
I think if it doesn't happen during this song,
And they have wasted a huge opportunity.
oh, they didn't.
Are we gonna get tumble monkeys in a minute?
Okay. Do you know what? Oh, that would be cool. But do you know what I think?
Oh,
the
he
song-
died.
Oh,
What? He shook.
I was gonna
He
say-
scratched himself so hard, bananas fell out.
yes. I think the reason stage shows
Sounds
don't work.
like it should be dirty, but it isn't.
Yeah, it really does.
Wait,
Well,
why
that's
is he
gonna be a
scratching
gif
his
later.
front?
Wait,
Oh, is he gonna? Oh, I
a
thought.
shirtless twink and a furry shaking their butts? Is this my comic?
Big scratch. Hey, Mowgli, how about you sing it? Look for the
It would be. It sounds like it's all their actual voices. So it would be weird if all of them were actually voicing
I
their
think,
own voices.
but I feel like Mowgli would be the only one who isn't voiced. But it is entirely possible that this man sounds like that, or can do a voice like that.
That'd be
Is
impressive.
that cavity?
It's my cavity. Shut up! It's not my.
Oh hey, it is tumble
Oh,
monkeys.
Oh,
oh, there are monkeys.
they threw some weeds on me.
It's like that scene
Put a-
from
quick, throw away on him. He can't
and
catch
Power
us
they
now.
throw them out. I see the scrolling background. I just think about that's bit from The Nativity Goes Wrong, where it's like paint this bit.
No.
I like how they use like the backgrounds from the movie.
Yeah, and then
as the artwork.
they've made them big stuff. I'm quite impressed by the set and the costumes, honestly. Someone cared about this show.
Is shirtless twink on the bingo card? Ben says it should be.
It should be. Mm-hmm. We do need to update the bingo card.
But that's the thing. I think we've selected all of the shirtless twink already.
Okay, if they don't use the trampoline in this number, they lose their rights to a trampoline.
They lose and those
bare necessities.
I don't think how would they have used them in bare necessities?
I don't know, but they should have.
Well, if they don't use it
people
here,
dressed
then
as
what's the
birds
point
come
of
out
having
do some flips or whatever.
Am I the only one who's sick of this song?
Yeah, probably, because most people probably have not thought about it.
Like, it's in Mickey and the Magical Map, of all places. I'm like, there's so many better songs you could have used for that segment. You got, like, Rapunzel, Tiana, Stitch, and then King Louie, a monkey who kidnaps a kid in the forest. And then immediately dies, I guess?
No, I think they just escaped.
No, he doesn't die.
Kid.
Doesn't the whole temple crush him?
I don't recall.
Oh, thank God, there's trampolines.
We're kind of using it.
I don't like the Pringle duck lips in the background.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it looks like it. I understand what they're trying to do with the monkey face, like being, like the monkeys have a very forward maw, but yeah, they look like birds.
What does a monkey want with fire?
It's this idea of evolution. You know how that's what separates us from the monkeys is having fire.
Fire, which sparked
fire.
Come on. Fire sparked the advance of human civilization. Didn't Ellen DeGeneres teach you anything?
Yeah.
No.
But there's also the mythological idea of fire being the gift from the gods that Prometheus stole and gave to humans, which is meant to be the fire of our souls and intellect and things like that.
Okay, it just hit me. They need to bring back those ape costumes in the back. They need to come back now that Disney owns Fox, which means we can now have Planet of the Apes.
Oh my God!
There you go.
Oh my God! That should replace Pandora.
Can we not? I like Pandora.
King Louie is an arsonist. Sure.
That's probably the real reason. He just wants to light stuff on fire. I will say I'm kind of impressed by his like weird puppet hands because he has like weird fake hands just to extend his arms to make him look a little more orangutan-y.
Yeah.
I feel like there's not enough trampoline.
I agree. But
I also feel like though that has to do with the mobility of the costumes.
I got a fever, and the prescription is more trampoline.
It could also just be. Maybe they're saving it for like the climactic final scene. We're gonna have interpretive trampoline battle.
Yeah, it is.
Remember that part where Mowgli and Shere Khan have a trampoline battle?
Well, they have to do it interpretively in this.
Oh, there we go. There's a little bit. I don't think you should be doing that in a dress.
They're monkeys. They don't understand.
Are they female?
My problem with this trampoline is that it's just way too weird.
They could be drag queen monkeys. We don't know.
Personally, I gotta give the fanning monkeys credit because honestly, this whole fight was going on and they were still fanning in the back like they get paid by the movement.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Look at the top of look. Oh my God! I love that. Look.
Yeah.
Looks like a nipple.
Yeah.
That's great.
They broke the set.
Put into this.
Oh my goodness!
Instead of just one big video screen and two actors.
What an
Look at you, Frozen.
Well, we know Swedish Chef was running the lighting system.
I just want to say that this has been the first time the audience has had like a moment to breathe and clap.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like there should have been one after Bare Necessities, but there was not.
Yeah.
The man cub must go back to the man village. The jungle is not the place for him.
no, he's fine. Look what just happened, you idiots.
We almost died, Baloo. It's no big deal.
But we didn't
Come
die.
Is there another thing that happens though after this in the movie?
Yeah, Mowgli runs away.
Oh, Ka.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Two Kas.
How are they going to do Ka?
Yes.
I'm gonna guess they don't.
Oh, they just skip it?
Oh, I'm sure
You're
they
probably
do
right,
it.
though.
Oh, I think there's going to be like a really long. Think Slinky Dog
Okay.
in Toy Story the musical.
What if this is the one part they cheap out on, and they just like project the footage from the movie onto a screen in the back or something like that?
No, please.
Then we'll make fun of that too. That's what we're.
I mean, yeah. But...
I don't. If they were to try doing the whole Ka song, I would actually be. If they were able to do it, it would be visually cool. But I don't think with this. This does look like a relatively lower budget show, if I may. Like, yeah, we got a trampoline and everything. They're not going to do any
I gotta tell you,
crazy
that
wire work and stuff.
That waterfall in the back reminds me of the chocolate making tour at Hershey's Chocolate World.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just waiting for them to mix in that cocoa butter.
Oh, Tom, you're right. Maybe they are going to do it. Oh, no.
Oh no, because
Nothing.
With a little man cub.
Thanks for being here, Tony J.
thanks for being here, not dead, Tony J. Rest in peace, though.
How much... What did he do before he was doing Disney things?
Well, he was in Gargoyles.
That was Disney.
Yeah.
I know you all right.
Remember who you are, Simba.
You're my third dad!
Sorry.
You don't scare me.
Shere Khan is far less intimidating in the actual movie.
I'm not afraid of you! I'm afraid of you!
Yeah.
Cool puppet idea, though.
That's a great
With
puppet.
the,
Yeah.
with the three sort of levels of it.
That's literally how they do Mufasa on Broadway during the the Starfield sequence.
It's 2.5D.
Oh, that's interesting. It's like a flash animation, kind of.
It looks kind of
Yeah.
like it, yeah. Like
It'd be cool if it was a huge puppet.
He's teleporting.
What? What? Oh, wait, it's lightning
It's
striking.
lightning, yeah.
I was like, I don't remember the plot of Jungle Book at all.
Man, that puppet
Okay,
is
Mowgli,
lit.
Okay, the puppet's lit. Make a wish, Mowgli.
What's the matter with you?
Slinky Khan. That's amazing.
You don't mean no balloon?
This hug is so
What?
long.
But look how thin his Bagheera's arm is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it possible the puppet head is just huge?
Oh,
Or the head?
The headpiece. Yeah.
Oh, this is the end of the show.
Is it really?
Also, Shere Khan did
Ka
not die in a fire.
completely-
Like,
Ka completely knocked out. The vultures can go to hell.
I want this next.
I mean,
Remember the new live action one where they completely changed the end and they're like, oh, yeah, no, you can stay in the jungle? And everyone was like, what?
reject modernity, or reject modernism. Embrace monkey.
Embrace monkey sounds like a weird command to when you push the F key on your keyboard. Like, embrace monkey.
Press F2.
oh,
Wow, really? Okay. We are
her
just
they'll
gonna
let sing live.
She has a whole song? Is that in the movie?
I think so.
I think so.
I'm gonna be honest, it's been a long time since I saw The Jungle Book, and I'm pretty sure I didn't even sit through the whole thing.
First Disney boy to see a girl and not go, girl? Instead he goes, what's that?
That is what we call a Disney College Program member.
Yeah.
We're not paying them to be here, by the way. They're paying us, effectively. That's not true. Don't take my word for that.
No, it's... Yeah. No, that's about right. Was this song in the movie?
Possibly.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Mowgli's like,
They figured out how are they going to get... You've never heard the story of how they were going to get... They were struggling to figure out how to convince Mowgli that he had to go back into the village, and they said, get a girl in there.
I mean...
Look, it was a different time. It was Walt's era.
Mowgli is where he belongs now. Yeah, I guess you're right.
I think that's in the Frank and Ollie documentary.
I love that the voice of Baloo sounds like this.
Yeah. It feels like Randy Newman almost at this point.
Yeah.
You know, you'd be perfect for the Gumby cat.
Oh, we finally got the trampoline on Bare Necessity!
We did it!
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. That trampoline is not used enough in the show.
And yet it's so flat. Like, you barely get any height off the thing.
I wish Bagheera had like
it's like they had extra
an upper face mask. Just to make
it's
it
like
look,
they had
yeah,
extra
Bagheera,
material left. It's like they had extra material after they made Festival of the Lion King.
Yeah.
Did that open with the park?
Wait, no, didn't this come before Festival and they actually stole the costumes for that? Okay, so that's a thing.
Later. This did not last very long. I remember that.
The monkey costumes are way more like Lycra.
Yes, it looks like the monkey costumes look like those except shaved.
Was that the end of the show? Did Mowgli not get to join the encore?
Oh no, now we do the...
No, they're gonna do bows. Ape must not kill ape! There you go. Wow, Mowgli doesn't even get a... Mowgli is
single. Oh no, he's gone with everybody.
No, because the main
Wait,
character...
Bagheera doesn't even come
there you
down?
Go.
There he is.
That's so weird. Why does he not come
down? But he doesn't come down for there.
He's not wearing pants! We never saw the lower half of him. He doesn't have pants.
Yeah.
Alright. Who's ready to ride Countdown to Extinction?
And we're back, baby.
So I made it a hexagon because the tunnel on the satellite of love is a...
Is that why it's called a hex? Because it's the shape of a hexagon. So that was a dumb WandaVision reference.
That was also never explained.
It doesn't matter. It's because they
It's called a hex because she's a witch, right?
Yeah,
like
no, that's the real reason. In the comics, they refer to her powers.
Did you not put that together, Ben?
I was right. Festival of the Lion King did open with the park.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay.
In a faraway land called Camp Mini Mickey, which was replaced by Space Cats.
Wasn't it? Oh, yeah. I was like, what's Space Cats?
I mean, it shouldn't have been there in the first place. We should have had dragons and unicorns over there, but no, we cheaped out.
No,
but you did get like one of the best stage shows on Disney property.
I concede that point.
I thought you meant like the Pandora drumming people was the best stage show on property.
It's not even.
Do you hear that? No, it's the mountain. It's calling to us.
Oh
Get
my
a
job. Look, we're just trying to get our cheeseburger pods in peace.
I wanted to like that show so much, and it just is not.
What is the mountain saying to us? Take your pants off.
I was going to say there's always something at least like. There's
Welcome
always
to the
something.
last show of Ride Rehab Watches, folks.
No, we're good. We'll be here for a while longer. A little bit more.
No one cares about us, so we just stick around.
Yeah. At least not till next month. We got another few episodes. Anyways.
What is the mountain saying? Flight of Passage is closed.
200-minute wait time.
I was going to say that was going to be my joke. Wait time is 75 minutes.
Show me what you've got.
Like, I'm just imagining it, like they get like a banshee, like the dragon drone that they had for New Fantasyland that they used exactly once for a press event and never put out again. Reskin that to a banshee and have it just skywrite the wait time for Flight of Passage.
There you go. It's like a blimp, but it's
but with the technology now, it's so advanced you can get it to list all the other wait times too. Flight of Passage, 200 minutes. Dinosaur, walk on.
It's like that scrolling satellite that was like hover cycles, $200 from Futurama.
No, too esoteric.
The Dragon for Fantasyland, when they reopened that new section, it was like a blimp, and dangling from it was like a dragon puppet, and they could like manipulate how high and low it went in the air. And if you just shine a spotlight from underneath it during the night,
it just looks like it's flying.
It just looks like a flying dragon, and people lost their minds.
That's great.
Really cool.
That sounds really cool.
Didn't they reskin that for when Galaxy's Edge opened and they used it as an X-wing?
Oh, you're right, they did. Uh-huh.
Was that the same drones? You're telling me drones?
I mean, it must be
not a drone.
It probably was the same concept. I don't know if it was the same device, but same idea.
Disney just wants us to get used to drones hovering over the park.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Hey, come on,
Facial
we're getting Iron Man
lock.
soon. How do you think we're getting Iron Man to fly?
There you go.
Are you saying there's going to be like a tiny Iron Man puppet attached to two drones?
Not a tiny Iron Man puppet. It's going to be like a Halloween costume stuffed with cotton, so the drones can house it. But he's going to be in like a flying pose, and it's going to be like, look, it's Iron Man, and he's just going to move across this.
No, it's going to be one of those Startronics. Like, we have the tech for this.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Like, the Startronic.
How are we going to get Iron Man to fly? We're just going to throw him into the air.
Yeet!
That's what I was thinking. They attach like really strong fireworks to his hands, and he hovers just for a second.
I feel like the Spider-Man one, it's going to be like hidden behind the show building. So at least if it doesn't land in the net, you're not going to see it.
You're not going to see
smash into the ground.
Yeah.
Iron Man, I can't wait to just see it.
Oh, that'd be great.
He was dead
and glide him on a wire.
That's what they should. How have they not done that on Cinderella Castle?
What?
Just replace Tinkerbell with Iron Man zipping down it. And then he lands in Tomorrowland. It makes sense.
No.
Okay.
That implies that
I can tell you the reason why they haven't had it in the Magic Kingdom. Because they can't use Iron Man in Disney
Legal
World.
reasons, yeah. You'd have to land in Universal.
There you go.
I just found out there's a whole backstory to Doctor Doom's Fearfall. Anyways,
how embarrassing.
Moving on.
I think we're just going to take a quick commercial break.
Commercial break. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes. We're just going to watch 2 commercials, and then we're going to, get some water, sneeze, whatever you want to do. And then when we come back, we're going to watch, first there's like a little clip from a Christmas parade with R.L. Stine showing off this Goosebumps show. What?
Sorry. Just R.L. Stine at a Christmas parade promoting his Goosebumps thing.
Yeah, you
None
know.
of those.
Yeah.
Melissa Joan Hart is there too.
I don't know who that is.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
No. I know who
Melissa
Sabrina
Joan
the Teenage
Hart.
Witch is. I would not recognize her face.
Fair enough. And then we're going to watch Goosebumps, and then we'll finish it off by watching The Muppets, because you always finish best for last. That's the term, right?
Well, we'll find out if it's
Save the best for last.
I've seen that show. I would not. You know me and the Muppets. I would not call it the best.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Here we go. Or
I have...
here they come. We'll be right back after these messages.
And Danny Kaye's Muppet Show episode was not that bad. Welcome back to Ride Rehab. I had to look at the screen because I was like, "What's the name of the show again?" Ride Rehab Watches. For real though,
welcome to Park Center.
Yep.
Take it away, Ben.
Oh,
here's the topics. Go.
Oh, I didn't prep the. Oh no.
What?
It's been so long. I didn't prep the sidebar. I wasn't ready with my intro or anything. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
I think you're fine.
How
about that new Disneyland news? Oh, I bumped the camera.
Take two.
All right, let's start the show again.
Anyway.
Play the intro.
Anyways, Harvey Korman's pretty hot. Oh, welcome to Ride Rehab Watches. Welcome back. Hope everyone had a good time in the toilet or whatever. Anyways, the next thing we're going to be watching is the Goosebumps Fright Show. So this was at Disney's MGM Studios. This was on the Streets of America, it was called, right? Yeah. I genuinely don't remember. Don't fire me. It was right near the entrance to the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids playground. So it was a show, and then there was a fun house, which I have no idea where that would have been, except I guess one of the buildings. Just had like.
I believe they closed off the entrance to the fun house to do the stage show, and then once the show ended, they invited people in. If memory,
but like, where was the fun house? Because that's all facades
behind the stage.
Okay, so I guess it was some kind of back. Oh, like they built a thing behind the stage. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, so it was a stage show.
I think so. I was young. I don't even remember. I don't think I ever saw it. But this was back in the day. In the days when Disney would bring in IPs from other companies, to show that Hollywood was all there.
Yep. Ace Ventura would descend from the roof of a building and show his butt to people. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would show up and just like
show their butts to people.
The Power Rangers would show up and
show their butts to people.
Now Disney just assimilates other media corporations into it,
and no one shows any butts anymore.
Yeah. Main problem
now the only outside IP left is the Twilight Zone, and you're not going to show Rod Serling showing his butt to people. He's dead.
Oh.
Well, there was that one deepfake episode of the Twilight Zone where he came back.
Oh God, that was horrible.
Yeah, we're not going to go into that.
Submitted for your approval. These buns.
This is you may recognize as a television host behind.
This, as you may recognize, is my butt.
No, not the butt of a refreshing Camel cigarette.
Oh God, let's get into this, or we're never.
All right.
Yes, we're gonna watch a quick 1 minute preview that was during the Christmas parade, I think, at the time. So let's just take a quick look at this and see what we're in for.
Oh boy!
No movies.
Merry Christmas!
With the creepiest characters this side of Horrorland are coming your way.
I think it was going to be called the Goosebumps Horrorland. Oh no, it is the Horrorland show.
I'm here at the annual Goosebumps Fright Show Christmas party, and it's a weird one.
That's her.
No thanks, I'm allergic to monster blood. Oh, sweet.
Also, it'll just make you
monster blood.
Oh, well, that would make
that's what the second.
Oh no, that's right. They eat it and it gets big. And then the third one's about his hamster eating it and getting big.
No, I usually don't kiss giant hamsters on the.
That's the hamster.
Oh, there
gotta go.
I don't kiss hamsters on the first date. I sure hope.
The second date, then?
Yeah, clearly.
Hi, happy holidays, everybody.
You can't act.
I'm here with some members of my special family. Slappy,
I've never seen a more Jewish man.
The Executioner, and Prince Koru. From
Yeah, do you remember?
Family to yours.
Do you remember
Prince Koru get hot? Hang on.
Do you remember the Executioner from? I guess it was, what was it called? Night in
Terror Tower.
Yes. Night in Terror Tower.
That sounds about right.
That's right. Yeah, because it was the Tower of London.
Or Nightmare in Terror Tower. Or
Everyone's
something
favorite
like that.
character, a guy in a hood with an axe.
Hey, they were. I mean, it was a dude. It's like our old past coming back to haunt us. This idea that we had people whose sole job was to carry a big axe to chop people's heads off.
Right. Does anyone have any memorable Goosebumps memories? Did anyone ever read Goosebumps here? What?
I was a Time Warp Trio kid.
Oh, Time Warp Trio. I remember that.
I was a big Goosebumps kid because obviously, not like you. I liked it because it was scary. I
don't know what you're talking about.
And I remember at one point they released a Goosebumps. It was a bunch of the stories. They were adapted into graphic novel format.
Yep.
Oh. And the Night of the Scarecrow one for that was exceptionally frightening, just because the artist had such a strong, realistic style. But other than that, I don't remember much about them. I read the books. I didn't really see much of the famous TV show. The
Shot
TV show.
in Canada.
Correct.
Thank you, Scholastic.
Yes. But I have fond memories of Goosebumps.
Yeah, let's watch them get crushed.
Yeah.
Seems good.
That was perfect. I've skimmed through this. I have not watched the whole thing, but I vaguely know the sections.
Oh, I think you might have shown me.
Like, so it was so the stage was to the side of the fun house.
Also, there's nothing
down in front.
There's nothing less frightening than these monsters in full sunlight.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe Disney was like, okay, we'll do something kind of scary, but it's going to be during the day so kids don't get too scared. We're not going to do anything with fun.
Show your butt. So is that meant to be
Deal or No Deal?
Yes.
Deal or No Deal. Amazing. G.
Today's show is brought to you by the letter G.
In case it says O on it.
For Gary's mod. This whole show is done in Gary's mod. I hate Slappy. He is horrifying, and I have to put the book like underneath like that.
That would be the point, wouldn't it?
Horrorland Fright Show.
I want that skeleton to be like, "Hi, I'm your skeleton."
The master of magic, the illuminator of illusion, the wizard of wonder.
You don't want to illuminate the illusion too much, or people are going to see how it's done.
Okay, we get the point. Amazing.
Oh,
the
it's
magician.
There's more cape than human here, and I'm not opposed.
Is he in the Bad Hair Day book?
I think so.
Possibly.
Why does he
I
sound
vaguely
like
remember him
Shorts?
being canon.
And some huge feats.
Papa!
Hey, that's a fun trick.
Please.
Please clap.
Oh, it's speaking of
Please clap.
by the way, my gosh, so what size are those? 27? I guess.
Oh my God, he's made a feet joke. What?
Thank you. I'm here all week.
That's always.
Hey,
oh my
chum.
Volunteers from this audience right here to assist with my next few tricks. Please join me in welcoming to the stage this afternoon.
Oh, that was like a cast member telling them to sit down
Brave
properly.
volunteers.
Oh, those poor kids.
Right over here for me. And you can stand here. What a couple of little cutie
Those
eyes
kids
you
are still at the
What's your
park,
name?
by the way. They never left.
Brandon, nice to
I
meet
just
you.
wanted to see Ace Ventura show his butt.
Lovely audience.
Me too, kid. Me too.
From Alabama. Wonderful.
My name's Beef.
What's your name?
My name's Beef.
Hi,
I'm from
Stacy.
Arkansas.
Nice to meet you. And Stacy, where might you be from? All the way from Scotland.
Wow, that's actually...
Wow.
I can't even do a Scottish.
It is also possible it is one of the many towns called Scotland across the U.S. and the Canada. There was a place nearby us called Scotland, which was close. But I'm pretty sure there's also a U.S. town called Scotland.
Like how every state has a Springfield?
Yeah.
We're gonna cut your ankles off. I mean,
Yep.
These girls
Oh, the kids knew they weren't getting in the show and they just laughed.
Oriental magician?
He sure did.
Not anymore. Because he got a turban.
I mean, this was recorded in 1998. It is old enough to drink.
You know, I genuinely don't know how this magic trick works. Where you put in like something and it cuts it off, and you put in your wrist. And
I think it's a fairly simple.
Yeah, I don't think we're here to ruin the magic.
Yeah.
No, just the show.
Yes. Well, the show's already ruined. We're just helping it along.
Don't move, son. Very important. Jennifer, this hand goes here. Right to there. Perfect.
There you go. Yeah, put your hands in here so that we can cut them off.
I know a guy who did.
I want to see them just two hands roll off the table.
Disney would never allow that. They would never allow this now because, they want to sell magic bands.
This was the first magic band. They just really took the magic seriously.
I love that a kid is now crying because they're scared that these kids are going to get their hands chopped off.
Like
Kid
a
is crying because
sensible
there's
human
no
being.
shade.
Oh yeah, the baby has heat stroke.
Stop delaying it. Do it.
It,
Hey, wait a minute. It seems to have actually worked this time.
Scary.
great. No, we're this isn't the scary part. We're just setting up groundwork for we weren't expecting it to work.
I'm intelligent to teach this guy how to do.
Oh,
Everyone's we have had not one, not two, but 3 families apparently leaving. Is the hell up on his card?
Yeah, that's her on the poster.
and it was at this point that Disney said, well, we're not doing Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah. What an echo.
The Mind Mangler!
I just say I was more intrigued by the man with the no face. In the jacket at the beginning.
Oh.
The
man in no face. I was like...
Also, that effect would work much better at night as well.
Oh, yeah.
Did this show have nightly reviews? Or was it only ever during the day so they didn't have to buy stage lights?
Didn't the park close at like 10?
Yeah, nighttime is before 10, Tyler. If you haven't noticed.
Oh, good. They're going to crush them to death.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just making a tiny joke, of course. Well, actually, I suppose I'll be making 2 tiny jokes.
This sucks. Oh my god.
Yes.
Show him once my favorite character from all of Goosebumps. A human man who's a bad magician.
Is this the Tower of Terror?
Yeah. There's no seats.
This isn't a musical sequence, but it's the equivalent to overly long, overly drawn-out musical sequence. But instead it's overly long, overly drawn-out pseudo-improv sequence.
What a cape!
It is.
Magic improv. Very dramatic.
What?
I want to see blood pour out of there.
I know, right?
They would never let it happen.
Disney would never do that. They do that in the Universal stage show. They have a clown character named Jack the Clown, and he just fake murders people on stage, and blood shoots in the audience and whatnot.
I mean, he just super killed 2 kids on stage.
Thank goodness. Finally. Yeah.
Hey, who's working your head? You look all
Yeah, those kids are dead.
How's your head?
Those kids are not only dead, but they have been recruited into the Goosebumps Army or something. Not the Goosebumps Army. They've been trapped in Goosebumps books. There we go. Got it. Figured it out.
I hate that Slappy.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta tell you, he would fit right in Dick Tracy's Diamond Double Cross.
Yeah.
I thought he wasn't Dick Tracy's Diamond Double Cross. No, that's a bad joke. I thought this was Dick Tracy's Diamond Double Cross.
Everyone's leaving.
Everyone.
Yeah, that's fair.
We need to start with a monster, not...
Yeah.
Hey, there's the backlot tour.
I'm going to make all these people my slaves. Well, he's got 2 kids already.
Whoa! And over it, we can cut up. Over it.
Disappear! Boom! Dudes.
Oh, there's not even seating. No wonder people are leaving.
Just call me your master of ceremonies.
That's a pretty good animatronic.
I've got...
That's a puppet.
Oh, that's why it's so good.
I've got a bone to pick with you.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Great moments in history!
Yeah.
Wonders of Horrorland, absolutely free.
Why does everyone sound like Martin Short? Look, that kid is like, Mom, get out of here.
What's this show? It's boring and it sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I want to see the show where they make a baby.
Make it at the very least like an evening show, and just the littlest bit of atmospheric lighting to make it, you know, effective. And cut out all this embarrassing comedy dialogue. Or just use half of it. Not even all of it.
You can't make anything genuinely terrifying. That's the problem. Oh, look, Papa! I'm hungry!
That voice.
That's Ron Soda!
I'm in charge here, and those kids are gone.
That kid is like, what? Interested in anything else right now.
It's not your show.
You look like you'll be a good slave.
I would poop my pants if a puppet points at me and says, you.
Yeah.
I would run away if I was a... I think I came to the park around this time. This was 97, 98. I must have been... I was at the park in 97. I don't know if we ever saw this show, though.
What? Never! I've had enough of the both of you. Now be gone. Let's see, what was that spell again?
The parents are like, where are my kids?
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, more smoke.
And
Oh, cool. The mummy came out of the mummy poster.
Yeah, that's actually a decent idea.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Was that?
If we go into the monster mash here, I'm going to throw a fit.
That couldn't have been a Doctor Who reference. Not in 1998.
No, yeah.
Kill him!
What's the movie guy's name again? Prince?
I don't know.
The skeleton is stage manager and he's sleazy. Does that count?
Wait, is this mummy's only ability to just slap the guy? Because I'd say that then he deserves the name Slappy.
I would agree with you.
Trick I'd like to perform, but I need a volunteer. Someone willing to be a human sacrifice. Someone willing to give their life for the sake of
last time a person went in a box, those 2 kids didn't come out.
Yep.
Yeah, those kids are dead. Or enslaved.
You can just run faster than he shambles.
Literally climb off the stage.
Yeah. Or just push him.
Security!
Yeah, kill him! Kill him! Tear him apart!
Monsters. Now, with a little magic monster blood, some evil thoughts from every...
Oh, that's actually Canada Goosebumps. Monster blood is a thing. Look at that.
I think we might have ourselves...
At least they're getting these references in there.
The only thing they're getting right.
Oh, he got eaten. Oh, cool.
No, now he's just a furry.
Did he turn into that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, would you look at that? My 3
Blue?
Yeah. Scooby-Doo. Won't be like...
Where's the trampoline? Wait,
what is he doing to that poster?
His blood type is M for
It was like when Beast had his pants fall down. Tom is so checked out right now by that.
No, I'm looking for the Egyptian prince's name.
Oh, okay.
It's bothering me.
I wouldn't blame him if he was checked out, though, because real talk.
Just look at the giant hamster monster.
These three guys
Oh my god, I haven't thought about the hamster dance in years.
Yeah.
It looks like a country bear's costume.
I remember when I tried watching the Robin Hood movie, I'm like, what? The hamster dance? Is this where it came from? I think we need less of a character saying words and more of
it's time for the 3 o'clock parade!
Correct. Hey, remember Tarzan?
And I say when the show begins. All the dead.
Why is he sinking in goo? Send that to me.
Prepare yourself for your worst nightmare.
It sounds like a YouTube poop.
It really does.
Hamster and the Sucked.
So is the executioner going to be the good guy? Oh, look, it's the kids. Isn't that adorable?
And they're like horrible masks and their hands are tied behind their backs. Oh my god.
No, they're pretending to be guards.
Oh, are they?
We're gargoyles.
They're possessed by the haunted masks.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's a thing.
That's the idea. But it's also just to stop... The kids can't see out of those masks. So it stops them from going anywhere.
That too.
Oh my god.
They're like, just hold on to the pole.
I feel really bad if one of them, like, got hit. Oh, there he goes. And then she's like, no, don't.
Oh!
Oh my god,
Yeah.
It was the guy we didn't like.
What a horrible surprise.
Shut up, both of you! Kids, take your masks off! Show them who you really are! And give these brave kids a round of applause!
This is terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Thank you so much for your help.
Remember Tarzan when it was clear that
Get
people
up.
thought about costume, choreography...
You mean Tarzan
music?
Rocks?
No, not Tarzan. Sorry, the Jungle Book.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, the one person that... Jungle's, young human thinks he's an animal, etc., etc. I missed that.
Boy, that was not worth it.
That had our least favorite Disney show trope, which is bad comedy and too much talking.
Yeah. Well, if they could have done like a creepy magic show.
Absolutely, but that would have scared too many kids. And then Disney would have had to answer too many letters and give too many 10% off coupons to moms who said their children were emotionally traumatized by the Goosebumps show.
Yeah.
Here, can we? What would you have done? What would you have wanted for a Goosebumps show?
For a Goosebumps show, first of all, I would not have tried to give it a framing device. I would just be like
Horrorland.
Yeah. Horror. If the framing device is Horrorland, then I would have had it. I would have had it just be like a monster showcase. I would not have bothered with a magic show or anything like that. And they tried to have a story with like because in the Bad Hair Day, the magician is actually like he uses real magic. Is the big reveal at the end of that? Not the
I
big.
thought the big reveal was that it was Agatha all along.
Yeah.
I would have put it indoors first and foremost.
Indoors.
I would have made it like a walkthrough attraction, kind of like Horror Nights, with a vague plot line.
Oh, just a maze, you mean?
A maze, funhouse themed. With a
you would like the bread
book
tour
fair.
from last time, but like with each stop being a different monster.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah. Here's this monster, and then we see the monster. Like either it comes towards the audience, and then as soon as it reaches, the lights go out or whatever, or maybe there's a character in the scene that we're following. Not kind of like that guy from that Poseidon thing, not the Poseidon Adventure. Poseidon's Fury. Yes. A little character just to maybe guide us through, but less of a bumbling
Slappy as a studio tour guide.
There you go.
It's not Horrorland, it's Horrorwood.
There you go.
Hooray for Horrorwood! Except you do it in a minor key.
Slappy could sit at the side of each scene.
Horrorwood. Sorry, I just sang the exact same thing because I couldn't sing it in a minor key.
Oh, you could do the Universal Harry Potter thing with the. Well, maybe not back then, but you know how they have the actors on the 3D like. To make it look like there's depth. Do something like that. The illusion of depth.
I would do it as a magic show, except faster paced and not small scale magic. Like I'm gonna chop your hand off. You do the big dramatic like cage trick thing, the crushing and all that kind of stuff, squishing them, and then Slappy instead drinks monster blood, and then you have like the Beetlejuice musical, a giant Slappy puppet come up from the stage and horrify people.
That would be scary. I was gonna say I would have picked Slappy or maybe a different Goosebumps character as the host of the show, as opposed to the magician guy. Like because I feel like part of the one of the things that I feel is missing would be the joy of seeing the monsters. In this, it's very much like, oh, the monsters have come to ruin my show. Whatever will I do?
Do you mean
I wish it was more like, hello, boys and girls, we're here to scare the pants off of you, and then they do their thing, and it's just the monsters, effectively, I guess.
What you're describing sounds like, guys, what's the name of that like villain show where they just brought out like 20 villains?
No, that's something
so
like
that. Every Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah, like it used to be like hosted by Hades, and they're like, "Please welcome Dr. Facilier."
Was that Villains Unleashed?
Was it?
I think that was the Sandersons like show.
I'm wearing witch couture on the runway, and then they have all the villains.
Villains tonight.
Like, it's time for the
Here
villains
come the
tonight.
villains tonight. Here come the villains tonight. I'm just trying to segue into that next show.
Yeah.
Well, all the villains are lined up, and then Hades is like, "Bowler hat guy, your bowler hat did not impress. I'm sorry, my dear, but you're out for elimination." Anyways, that was a drag race.
Walt Disney's villain race?
What?
Walt Disney's villain race?
Yes.
Okay.
I watched that so hard. So good. I'm sorry.
We've been trying to avoid them all night.
Yeah.
But here they come.
Here they come.
Here come the Muppets.
Oh, you had a problem with this title, right?
Okay. Out of all the things we've seen today, this one sounds the most like a horror movie. Like, here they come. It's aggressive.
Oh, you got the pre-show video. That's fun.
Which is going to be better than the rest of this.
You know why? That's Jim Henson.
Yeah.
I said R.I.P. Jim Henson. Man, I actually...
Should we be watching this?
I mean, this actually seems okay. It's time to get things started. That was pretty good.
So this is the same theater as Little Mermaid, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, this is where Little Mermaid was.
Really wish there was less crowd noise in this, but
Yeah, when the show starts, it should be better.
Whoa! Whoa, what the heck?
Whoa! It's cursed! The Lavender Town music's gonna start playing. Oh, okay.
What'd you say? Nothing, Mickey. Listen, I gotta run. Bye now. Oh, this is terrible.
Oh, picture phone system.
I know.
Yeah, this kind of jumps right into it.
It really does, apparently.
Gracious hello.
Hello!
Lily Tomlin! What kid is going to understand Lily Tomlin as a character from Laughing?
It does not.
They have a specialized.
She did the character for years. She even did it on Sesame Street.
Look, you don't understand.
Really?
Sir, we at the phone company are trained to be understanding.
Oh, good. Well, I'm trying to reach Miss Piggy.
Would that call be person to person?
No, it's more like frog to pig.
Yeah.
Frog to pig, to each his own. Okay. Bonjour!
Piggy, it's Kermit.
Shitty, how awful!
Terrible, the show started. Where are you?
Oh, Miss Piggy, you can't do that.
Oh, no.
Miss Piggy. I know it's a mud mess.
Yes.
You know,
Thanks,
Piggy,
Regis.
this is a picture phone. We can see you.
Oh boy.
Getting ready for a meet and greet with Aladdin.
That's a good
That
shot.
was a Canadian Prime Minister.
Okay, that's one down.
Gracious, good apt. Oh, it's you again.
Listen, could you please connect me to Fozzie Bear?
Oh, my. Aren't we in a rush? Proper phone connections take time.
I'm sorry.
You don't know what sorry is.
I'd like to imagine she's still, like, working
Fozzie, where are you?
Kermit! Oh, Kermit!
I don't know what it is.
where
I
I
don't like
am.
this
I'm sorry,
picture.
but I cannot make it to the show because I'm completely.
I don't know why. It doesn't feel right.
Lost.
Well, Fozzie, see that
Fozzie,
green
you're
door behind you?
backstage.
Yes.
Go through it.
Okay. I'm going through it.
I love how this
I'm giving a cue to my actor.
You're lost too.
Fozzie, this is the stage. Look.
I don't think I like seeing his legs.
No, this is terrible.
I don't know why. Fozzie Bear, for some reason, does not translate to anything other than a puppet or animation well.
Agreed.
Like,
that's a pretty good idle
merchandise
animation for Fozzie.
Oh, my brain for a second thought that. He's in a TTC
They're in a monorail.
What did they do to Janice's face?
Oh,
The
God.
monorail doesn't go anywhere near studios.
And you'll note that even though it crashed into a building, the doors are still attached because this is back in the heyday of the monorail system.
It was a very subtle move, but the actor or actress playing Janice had to fix the hand on her costume for a second. They did it very subtly. I was very impressed.
This is the weirdest furry convention I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Furry conventions, but it's people dressed as their Muppet personas.
We're going to jump around a bit.
Obviously,
Okay.
this is not the full show.
It is like 15 minutes long.
Do you think maybe they were like, this is boring, and they turned the camera off?
Oh, Gonzo showed his butt.
Yep.
Is that a theme at studios? Hashtag show butt.
Make them laugh. Oh boy.
And all
Okay.
that jazz.
Very rarely does physical comedy in giant encumbersome suits work.
I agree.
Unless the comedy is about how cumbersome the suits are, then it doesn't really work. Because everything has to be super, like, cold.
Why are you? You're not telling me this.
No, I'm making commentary. Also, they're just showing, like, footage from Charlie Chaplin.
Is that Bean?
It is Bean.
Yeah, that's Bean.
Bean, who is supposed to be tiny. It's bigger than Fozzie.
Yeah, that's what.
Bean's costume is gonna fall off. There's gonna be the ripped dude from Jungle Book in there.
Oh, this just does not work.
It really doesn't.
I warned you.
Also,
I warned you.
You did.
I've seen fursuit heads where the mouths move better than this.
It is my
Yeah.
great privilege to introduce a performer I've known for a long, long time. In fact,
I will not marry her.
So long ago.
Yep.
That, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy.
Kids don't know that they're puppets, though, so I guess they'd see full body then and be like, oh, there's actually... Oh, I hate it.
Oh, that mouth movement is terrible. That next scene is trash.
Why is she? She's going like her head is broken.
Yeah, I was gonna say. She looks like a ghost. And they say Miss Piggy still haunts the old Muppet Theater.
Yeah.
And this mouse does not move.
Oh, gosh.
What are they?
Hey, remember Muppet Games when Miss Piggy gets put on the thing and he goes flying and it's funny because they just let the puppet go?
Yeah.
Something tells me that kind of comedy isn't as good as or can't be done when you have a full person in the suit.
She looks like she's flailing around. Miss Piggy is supposed to be like great.
Yeah, the movements are way too exaggerated.
Well, she's not wearing as a costume as the other performers are. So the exaggerated movements feel a little weirder, yeah.
Yeah, it also wouldn't be that bad if the mouth moved more, honestly. Like, it's that the movement between the mouth and the arms disconnect. It just doesn't
This is like watching a bad masquerade performance at a fair convention.
I would be impressed by it. If this was not a multi-billion-dollar company doing this, I would be impressed by it. I'd be like, well done.
Okay. I can drop a little Muppet knowledge on you. These costumes are actually similar to the ones they used for the Muppet Show on Tour, which was sort of a traveling production similar to Sesame Street Live. I believe, if memory serves, and I could be completely wrong, this was the first time the mouths moved. Like, they were just static costumes during the tours.
That sounds even worse.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if Henson loaned these out to Disney, or Disney created new costumes based on the models for those.
It looks like Times Square Muppets.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
For some reason...
Bootleg Muppets. Kremit the Frog. Kremit the Toad.
Did you say Kremit?
Yeah.
The animal ate one of our amplifiers.
Speaking of, his jacket, is that not like the illustration? Is that not the jacket that they wear in Frog and Toad? Maybe that's what it... He looks... Hang on, I'm gonna look up Frog
and Toad?
Yeah.
That's a thing, yeah.
Is that Country Mouse City Mouse?
No. It's about two gay amphibians.
You're not wrong.
No, maybe not. No, I'm not wrong, apparently. The author came out and said, Frog and Mr. Toad.
See, that's...
Or Frog and Toad. No, I'm wrong.
Oh, this!
Maybe it was a...
This is subtle. This is subtle. Just Kermit sitting there singing.
Yeah.
Movement, not exaggerated. That feels like a Muppet production.
Yes, this feels okay.
You know what? I mean, you know what's better than this was Great Moments in History with the Muppets.
Well, that's because those are actual puppets.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Why did Fozzie lose his tie?
He's just like a naked bear now.
Yeah.
Okay, this is actually really nice. Okay, I gotta be honest, this is actually a really nice moment, considering this was probably the last time Jim Henson sang that song.
Oh, wow.
And having all these characters, all these puppeteers that he worked with for all these years to come in and sing it, it's just a nice coda.
It's a damn shame the production itself couldn't reflect that.
Yeah. I will say this much, the later stage...
What was that, Matthew?
The later stage shows are much better.
By the way, the character I was thinking was not Mr. Toad or Mr. Frog. It was Mr. Jeremy Fisher from the hit series Beatrix Potter.
Oh. Can I just say my least favorite part of the Muppets is Dr. Teeth and the Electric Man? The fact that it's just a rock band.
I was going to say, I like it when they're not doing their music, because their music is clearly just like an excuse to be like, hey, rock and roll, remember rock and roll, or that's our whole thing. It's rock. They're a rock band. I like it when they're traveling around and they're kind of like, they say weird stuff and
yes,
and
it's just the hippie Muppets. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Janice's face went from horizontal to vertical.
Yeah,
from vertical to horizontal. That's how this show messes me up. I can't get my words right. But it's like
That's gotta be the easiest one to do.
I refer to this as chronic swooshy face.
The saxophone.
Janice does nothing, apparently.
What really bothers me though with this number is oh gosh, what's Bean Buddy doing? Never mind. I need to talk about that. What is going on over there?
Where did it? Was he wearing pants before?
That looks really wrong.
Awful.
Miss Piggy is now dressed as Dolly Parton.
Like,
apparently,
my favorite thing about the Muppets is comedy sketches. And occasionally the backstage stuff where the host clearly doesn't want to be on the
That's
Muppet
my
show.
favorite stuff about the Muppets.
Yeah.
That's why my favorite clip from the new Muppets show was Lawrence Fishburne. And he's like, oh, sorry, Kermit, I had a really bad night last night. Oh, yeah? What happened? I watched your show! Great. I love that idea that the Muppets are like... The more put down the Muppets are, the funnier they are. Or the less reputable they are.
Yeah, because the whole idea is that they're throwing together the show and then wacky
Ladies and
things.
gentlemen,
It's a sketch show, but wacky stuff happens.
It's a sketch show, but because they're Muppets, they can't do it right. It never goes according to plan.
And just like a lot of WDW&T shows, the humor is derived from everything going wrong.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, and how the Muppets make fun of that one Muppet in Japan for no reason.
What?
What?
Oh, gotcha. That's the other joke.
Everyone give love to Spencer, please. No one make fun of Spencer.
He's my boyfriend. No, I'm kidding.
It's okay, he doesn't watch this, but no one's saying that to anybody.
One thing that bothered me about that, possibly more than it should have. Oh, that's the whole thing?
That's the whole thing. Well, apparently we missed 5 to 10 minutes in the middle.
I mean, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But one thing... Oh, wrong shot. One thing that really bothered me about that whole thing was the animal... Like, playing the drums is one of the few things you can do while in a restrictive costume like that.
Yeah.
And
he
was just not...
wild.
Like, not even close. Like, if you were like coming close to it, but it was clearly done after the fact, but you were trying to hit your beats and your marks, I'd give you some credit. But
to be fair, he's been doing that every hour for the past 3 hours or something. Nah, that's not true. But I like to imagine it's the same person throughout the whole day having to do the show. Every 10 minutes, he's got to do it.
It's not that like they have 3 casts that they rotate through. No.
Yeah.
I like the Little Mermaid show better.
Yes.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Because they use actual puppets.
Yes. I will say the 2 stage shows, the one, I think was it 1 or 2? But they did, the stage shows they did later on are much better. I'm not talking about Muppet Vision. They did Muppets on Location, and I think there was a sequel. Much better shows. And
well, the bar was not very high.
Muppet Mobile Labs.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's remote control puppetry.
We've come to the point in the night where we have to decide which ones were best and which ones were worst. I'll start since I began this thread.
Sure.
I'm amazed I am saying this, but I think Jungle Book was the best out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that.
As much as I love Goosebumps, and as kind of laughably bad the Muppets one was, Jungle Book takes it took all the things that were wrong with the other twos and made it like it was a full show. Someone cared about that show and they made it happen, and the other shows just felt like cobbled together as quickly as they can. Actually, Muppets had some fair stagecraft to it, I guess. But I don't know. There was a distinct. How do you do it, or how do you say it? No, I lost it. But that's my ranking. I think the Goosebumps is the biggest disappointment for me, though, because I love spooky stuff, and it A, wasn't scary, wasn't entertaining, and C,
it was bland.
Yeah, it was bland, and D, took place in the middle of the day, the scariest time of day.
Even the Jungle Book, at least during the day, but it had like a big roof over top.
So you
of
could
it,
at least
so
have some of the lighting effects that you get there. And even the effects they do are they're not really lighting effects. They use the sparks and the things like that, especially for the lightning. But anyways, who's next?
I guess me, if we're going clockwise. I agree with you. I think Jungle Book was the best out of the three. Jungle Book was slightly longer, but at least it was more concise in telling the story, arguably.
Yeah, you got
I like
enough
the art style that they tried to mimic the movie, or they used backgrounds from the movie and the weird puppetry stuff. Again, puppetry. They used real puppets in this, and it looked pretty cool. And, the Shere Khan thing was kind of creepy. And there was a shirtless dude in it.
There you go.
Goosebumps was like, I gotta be honest, I skimmed through it. I saw the cage crushing moment. I saw the hamster moment. I saw the executioner come out, and I'm like, oh, this looks like it might be interesting, but also weird and funny. We should watch it. And then it was just like, I'm the magician guy. Everyone look at me. I'm so funny. I'm Martin Short.
He's Alan Cummings.
There wasn't enough.
Celine Dion is not here.
There wasn't enough of like the weird, creepy, goosebumpsy stuff. It set the tone with the intro of the TV show, and then it just wasn't. It wasn't genuinely creepy at all. It needs to be, like you said, a monster cabaret.
That would be more interesting.
A monster talent show, a monster showcase,
monster cabaret. I need to write that.
Yes,
a sexy monster cabaret.
Just like a, what's it called? A Goosebumps burlesque show.
Goosebumps themed burlesque.
They've done They've done a Double Fine Psychonauts burlesque show.
Well, there you go.
It was fan made, but they still did it. Goosebumps would be funny.
I'm sorry, I've just now got an image in my head of Frankenstein going, and all that jazz, and it's just
and then,
living in my head for the rest of the night.
On the Ritz.
Yeah.
What was the third? Play on the Ritz. What was the third one? That was it. And Muppets. Muppets was just. Yeah. I know that's the kind of show. I'd be
so much potential, just laid to waste. I will say, however, the pre-show on that is great.
I couldn't hear it.
Pre-show, I've actually seen that in its entirety.
Yeah.
Just a quick story. The Museum of the Moving Image in New York City. They are big. They have a Jim Henson exhibit, but before this, they cooperated with the Jim Henson Legacy, which looks to sort of perpetuate Jim Henson's story, and and helps to coordinate screenings of Muppet events. So they did a compilation of the best Rolf moments, and without telling anybody before the screening, they ran the full Rolf pre-show. Probably the first time it had been seen in public since Here Come the Muppets closed.
Source?
Wow.
Probably Source.
They have mysterious ways.
Yeah.
But the fact that they really only do this in museums and stuff helps. It's not like they're selling copies of it or anything. There's more you can get away with. But yeah, the pre-show because it's literally just Rolf playing it's Jim Henson as Rolf playing the piano. You know, every so often, like, how much longer do I have to do this for? 10 more minutes. Okay, folks. Here's another one. And it's just
I actually love
the
that
perfect
idea.
character for that.
I was gonna say I love that idea of like a piano player who's like unsure of when the show is gonna start. That's a great character. I'm gonna steal that.
Like a one-man show kind of. I gotta come out here to stall and tell us something happened.
Not a one-man show. No.
How long?
Like
20. Okay, I'll be here for a little while, folks.
20. All right, I'm gonna do my classical lineup.
2 minutes. 20 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
you got a minute and a half.
Is that your vote? Was that Muppets was the best of these three?
Oh, me? Wow. I'd say in terms of production value and story, Jungle Book is probably the best one. Then Muppets. The character design... Look, I love Muppets, but the character designs are off. And it's frankly just... It doesn't quite live... With the exception of crashing a monorail onto the stage, doesn't quite match up to that Muppet spirit.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. Not enough jokes. Not enough... It's just number after number. Being green is great, though. Especially with the context around it. That was probably Jim's final performance of that iconic song. That's just a great emotional moment. And then Goosebumps. I mean, what wasted potential.
Yeah.
Like, the idea of Disney doing a full-on horror attraction. I mean, yeah, there's Haunted Mansion, but it's horror and jokes. Tower of Terror is eerie, but not quite horror.
Yeah.
This is just family-friendly horror, little bit of humor, just like a magician doing magic tricks. I expect more than just seeing these characters jump out and say, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, give them some agency. Give them a point. They are there. They're literally there just to menace the hero.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're villains because we're monsters. Like, I love the idea of a monster cabaret. Like,
I don't even think he's.
Somehow the monsters snuck past Disney security and have set up the show for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
Even that's better.
And then Mickey shows up and he serves them a cease and desist, and that's what ends the show.
No, the executioner comes out and he's got a cast member name tag, and that scares them off.
How would you like a job here? No! We get paid better by R.L. Stein. Ben, your thoughts.
I don't know how clockwise works. Sorry, Ben.
Yeah.
It's fine. Clearly it's left to right ignoring verticality.
Yes, it's left
fine.
to right.
Counterclockwise.
So, in potentially no particular order, but also potentially worst to best. We'll see if I stick to this by the time I get to the end of my line of thought. The Goosebumps show, that was so bad. I really like the concept of like magician gone wrong for Goosebumps. I think it's a really cool idea to like explain how you're getting all of these different characters brought into the story. But I think that execution was really poor because there was nothing that made the first trick that went wrong go wrong. Really, it just kind of happened.
It goes right. That's the thing. The hands in the thing. That's how it's supposed to work.
And that works.
Comes down, no problem.
So it sets up that things can work, and then we end up with immediately after that it doesn't work. And not only do we end up killing 2 children, we end up summoning a puppet? Which, why? Why is that what happened? That doesn't make sense.
That's where I'm confused. I like you said, I think the magician is not a bad premise to start off with, and because in the book he does have real magic. A spell goes wrong and it summons the monsters out, but there's no, like you said, there's no connective tissue there.
Yeah,
there's no goes wrong moment.
Right.
Exactly. Yes. Well,
the way that this needs to be structured is your magician comes out. He does like a floating dancing mask kind of a routine, like think zombie ball if you know what I'm talking about. And it like towards the end of it ends up gluing itself to his face and possessing him.
Oh, there you go. That's spooky.
And now the entire rest of the act is him summoning monsters because the mask is possessing him. The third act turn is him finally fighting the mask off.
Fighting it off. Yeah.
And then like fixing all of the everything, and then ta-da, we did it.
Yes.
There's only one good thing with that.
Yeah.
If you're talking about a mask possessing a human being, they already had one Jim Carrey character running around.
Heyo.
That to me sounds like the premise of The Mask, which would have been a fabulous stage show at MGM.
There is a Goosebumps mask that possesses you, isn't there? Like I remember
the Haunted Mask,
probably.
Yeah,
and the Haunted Mask 2.
Yeah, they even it was so popular they made a sequel for it. Yeah. Of course, they could use it. Like, so that could have been so much better. It was so trash. That's bottom of my ranking for at least for now. Muppets bothers me. I do not like the costume design. I do not like the heads. The heads are so big and have no movement and have no expression. The whole reason that Jim Henson Muppets work so well is because, yes, there's limited movement and motion, but it's very expressive. Like, when Kermit does that face, like, I don't even have, like, the puppet, but you know what I'm talking about with that face. You can't make that face with that head. The whole point behind the way that they designed those Muppets is to be expressive with some limitations, but as expressive as possible. And you can't do that with these giant, like, solid block foam heads.
Tell me about
They try and make up for it by flailing their arms all over the place like they're a wacky waving little arm flailing tube man, and it does not work.
Correct. And someone just posted that GIF in the chat of sock puppet Dipper.
And then the Jungle Book was a show that had a plot. It had musical numbers that were not complete trash, and it had stage production that, although the trampoline was underutilized, made sense, and also had a few moments of, oh, that's neat. We got one of those in Muppets with the Monorail. We got a couple of those in Jungle Book. And like that's kind of that's my tears for this, is that Jungle Book, while it didn't have anything stand out, didn't have any glaring flaws, and that is enough for it to be the front runner of tonight's pack.
Well,
just a well-done show.
The Whigs gave 6 votes for Muppets, and 5 votes for Tubbs the Goat, and 1 vote for a loaf of bread. So they all think Muppets was the best, whereas we all completely disagree.
Yeah.
So if you want Muppets to win, you need to call in and vote right now.
Call in now.
You have to have registered beforehand.
Do we have the sound effect?
10 cents a call.
Can we vote? Do we got?
Okay, everyone.
We should have done our own March Madness. Maybe we'll do April Madness.
I still stand by it. Great Muppet Movie Ride should have won last year. I'm sorry.
It always should.
You can take your Swiss bobsled team and keep them secret. Muppet Movie Ride.
All right. Well, it's unanimous. Jungle Book was the best of the garbage.
Unanimous within us.
Yeah.
Well, just like on Jackbox, the audience counts as 1 vote collectively. So that's 4 to 1.
There you go.
So not unanimous, but overwhelming.
Thank you for Thank you for watching Ride Rehab. Thank you for enduring these shows with us. I mean, as always, if you like the things we do, Tyler, I pointed myself, Tyler, Ben, and myself are in a podcast called The Entropy Machine. Episode 8 just dropped. It's a very slow podcast. great for having on in the background while you do some stuff. Yeah, it's also Disney themed, albeit a more cynical take on the wonderful world of Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Wait, more cynical?
I know, right?
and a good chunk more horror than
yes.
Like this. If you average what Goosebumps was and what this show is, it's about where the Goosebumps show should have been.
Yeah, precisely. Just wait till the next session, boys. Things are going to get real crazy.
Well,
very...
Well, that's it.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for riding. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.